Hello from Bear River. Today is Friday, October 28th. It's getting on to 6 p.m. I'm at a place along Bear River by where the old campground was. Yep, it's the old campground now. And this part of the river never got much use or attention because it's hard to get to, as you can see with these gabion rocks. It was a challenge to get down and get water. But the river is totally beautiful here, and the trout like it here. There's not as much humans. And I was reading about all these trout streams. And this used to be a prominent trout stream. That's why they created the fishing access. But it is not listed in all the trout streams in California. Bear River is not listed. So I'm going to bring that up because I've seen a lot of fish here. I just saw one jump a while ago, and I did talk to a fisherman who said that he was catching 8-inch trout, but because of the way NID's been doing the flows, it has diminished the trout. And then because they went from 2013, almost a decade, without monitoring the trout populations as is required in their new FERC license, which they've delayed for a decade. Therefore, the monitoring wasn't done. None of the mitigations for the hydroelectric plant up on Rollins Dam were done. So they basically got off without doing mitigations and being able to continue to operate their hydroelectric facility. Mitigation delayed is mitigation denied. We've gone a decade without the mitigations that were supposed to be in place when they continue to operate their hydroelectric facility. This is just one of the many things that is just wrong. And Bear River continues to survive and indeed thrive in spite of the dishonesty, the inertia. Maybe it's not dishonesty, maybe it's inertia. But what it amounts to is a decade of operation without the just mitigations. And people get away with stuff. And we don't call a spade, and we should, because it's wrong. And I'm hoping that the new regime in place at NID will make things better and actually operate in a way that has integrity, because they're still putting off doing the license because it costs them money. Well, yeah, and it costs the river plenty to have that dam there and to jack around the flows for electricity's sake. So, yeah, it's a balance. I mean, you can't just get all take and no give. I'm sorry, but this is so out of balance now. But that aside, look at the sunset. Look at this river. This river makes all the bad and makes it good. It takes all the bad and makes it good. And I've been contemplating this ancient tree here. Look how big it is. My guess is it was some kind of fir because it doesn't look like an oak. And look how big it is. And there it is in the river. So I know rivers move substantially over their lives. So this grew while Bear River was flowing someplace else. Probably, well, this isn't a real wide channel here, so I really don't know. But it's fascinating, and it would be interesting to get a core on this and see how old it is and when it lived, because it would tell us a lot about this ancient river, the ancient Bear River. And the flow, it says 100. It looks a little low down below. I was at the day use parking area, and coming into that, it looked a little low, but here, it's probably only about 3 feet deep, at its maybe 5 at its deepest spot. But it's a flowing, and the fish are a jumping. And so what I'm going to do is write the heritage trout people and suggest Bear River. Why not? And why not monitor? Why not see what's here? And if they won't do it legally via the FERC license, we can do it on our own, because We have the power. We are the people. And the people love Bear River because we are all related. Oh, Matakwehasa.